Over the years, we have seen a lot of iterations of OnePlus Nord to the point that we have a CE and a CE Lite as well. But the OG device still remains a fan favorite. And we have seen a lot of changes throughout the years on this one. Well, OnePlus is back again with the Nord 5, and this device perhaps is the biggest change that we have seen in generations. This is Dhruv Mohan, you're watching me on TechPulse, and today we are reviewing the OnePlus Nord 5. Let's jump into it. Now, first and foremost, we want to start with the design on the Nord 5, which is completely changed. It looks very different from what we saw last year. From the camera module to the build quality, everything is different. It is no longer that steel frame or rather aluminum frame that they had. The color difference is quite visible, and the overall finish looks more in line with what we have these days when it comes to the OnePlus design language, like the 13S. And the in-hand quality is definitely more premium than we have ever felt on a Nord device. Also, because of the form factor, the device is easier to hold while gaming, which is a very big pitch here. You do have an IR blaster here, which is making a comeback, and we are all for it. You can control your TVs with the IR blaster. There's a particular application as well using which you can control it. It does come with an IP rating, which means it can take care of certain wear and tears. Now, the biggest design change perhaps which is visible is the addition of plus key. Now, we do not get the alert slider anymore on the OnePlus Nord, which is still very unique considering that the flagship device OnePlus 13 comes with an alert slider. This one right here comes with the plus key, which we also saw on the 13S for the first time. Just like the 13S, the plus key here works exactly how you would want it to work. It is like a shortcut that can be configured into multiple options. You get sound and vibration settings from it, you can turn on camera with it, you can turn on torch, recorder, translate, screenshot, so it can be configured into whatever you want. The funny part is that the UI here looks exactly like the iPhone, something that I did mention in my 13S review as well. Now let's come to the display. We get a 6.83-inch FHD Plus display here, which comes with a max refresh rate of 120Hz. The display is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 7i, which means it is resistant to scratches. Now, you do get a fingerprint sensor on the device, which is in display, but it's not an ultrasonic unit, so it's an optical unit, which means it is going to take like up to half a second to unlock the device. The display does come with dual speaker setup, so if you are somebody who likes to watch content, the Nord 5 is a great device for that. The bigger display, the loudspeakers, you will enjoy watching content on it for sure. It's also thoroughly bright, which means you can watch content, look at your screen even outside. Now let's move to software and performance on the Nord 5. Now, this device is running on Android 15 out of the box, completed with Oxygen OS. The strength of Oxygen OS, as we all know, is the fact that there is a completely ad-free experience, or mostly ad-free experience. You do not get any random notifications that might trouble your experience. It's really neat and clean. Now, this is 2025 and it is all about AI, so we got to talk about it. You do have accessibility to the Gemini suite here, which means you do get access to features like circle to search and also translations using Gemini, which works exceptionally well on this device. But OnePlus is also making strides with their own AI twist, or rather should I say tadka in Hindi, on this device. Starting with AI voice scribe, which you can access with the shelf itself. This supports over 20 languages. We also saw this in the OnePlus 13S. It performs fairly well. It is able to translate and also transcribe all the data that you put into it. It does it in real time, definitely worthy of your attention. There's also AI in translation and calls here, which is a bit choppy. I think that the execution there can definitely be better. Basically, network connectivity is a big play here. Then we have AI creativity in photos, using which you can fix the composition, and it also provides you with certain suggestions what you can do with the photo. So definitely another highlight in the native OnePlus AI world. Now let's move on to the performance. It is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 processor, which is a bit surprising considering that we do have some competition that features 8S Gen 4. The choice of processor definitely surprised me considering OnePlus is pitching this device as a gaming centric device, but once I started using it and it takes two to tango, I realized that it is performing very much in line. To begin with, numbers never lie, and here are the benchmark results on your screens right now. Moving on to real-time performance, I faced no issues using it. Everyday tasks were a breeze on this device. No matter how many apps I used, I did not find any issues on the device, and it was able to switch between the applications in the background and the foreground without any troubles at all. But now let's come to gaming, because OnePlus is very confident about the gaming in this device. I played a lot of games on the smartphone like PUBG and of course COD Mobile, and a lot of open world games as well. And to my surprise, the device did not stutter at all, and I played all the games in high quality. Another factor is that it did not heat up, which was more surprising for me. I could not find any ugly heating issues on the device. Now, I am surprised considering that Nord was never known for gaming, but this time around they might have done it. Now we can't close the performance section without talking about the battery. The device comes with 6800 mAh battery, which is very big, but I do have a complaint about the charging speed. Now it will take you up to 45 minutes to charge from 0 to 100. Now that might not sound like a lot to you, but considering the OnePlus 13 can go from 0 to 100 in about 25 minutes, you can realize it kind of makes you restless. Finally, let's move on to the camera section of the device, which we shot exclusively in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Let's go to Vietnam now. Now, as I mentioned that we are testing the Nord 5's camera in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and we actually tested this camera out in different situations, on a moving boat, on a moving bus, and perhaps in this open scenario as well. Now let me quickly show you a camera test. As you can see, there's a building right there, quite far away, and we will be checking out, perhaps doing a zoom test with the Nord 5. Let me quickly show you what this camera is capable of. You will be seeing the shots on your screens shortly. So right now it's 0.6s, and we'll gradually increase. It's 24mm right now, and it can go all the way up to 48mm. We are clicking a photo right now, and with 10x, and then we are going all the way up to 20x. Now, as you would expect with the OnePlus post-processing, something similar we saw on the OnePlus 13 as well. While we start zooming in into the subject, which is very far off, this building or structure is approximately at least 2 kilometers away from here, and the post-processing is when it starts showing its magic. The details are quite retained, and you will see that a big amount of detail is still maintained, which is, impressive as hell. We did click a lot of pictures with the Nord 5, which you can see on your screens right now. Thoroughly impressed with the camera. It does struggle when it comes to low light photography, but otherwise, if you look at it, it can deliver some really solid results that you can share on your social media. At the end of the day, that's what matters. You are here to share your happiness. Portrait shots as well will impress you while you're clicking the picture. In the viewfinder, the results might not look very impressive, but the moment you go into the gallery and start looking at the images, you will realize that the post-processing is working in real time, delivering some really good results. Now, of course, we did test the video out in different situations. Here's a play out of the video test. So we are in a situation right now where we're using the primary camera to take this footage. We're shooting at 4K 30 FPS right now, and as you can see, the colors are really vibrant on the smartphone. Now, if you are a vlogger or if you are into content creation, surprisingly enough, the Nord 5 will give you definite results, especially with the color correction. Thoroughly impressed with this. We cannot let go of the camera section without talking about the selfie camera. Here are the shots and the video sample as well. This is a sample of the front camera with the Nord 5. Now I am recording with the inbuilt microphone right now, and as you can see, the clarity is pretty impressive. What has thoroughly impressed me is the audio quality and along with the colors that the phone can record. Given this is completely log, I'm shooting at 0.5x right now, it's a 4K footage, and I think the content creation aspect stays intact with this device throughout. I am actually in the middle of a river right now, and yet I can be certain that the quality is reliable. Here are also some selfies that we took along with the smartphone, which are on your screens right now. Portrait shots are also impressive. So guys, this was the video section for the Nord 5. Honestly, I was not expecting you to suggest this smartphone for the camera, perhaps because it is still a performance-centric device for the most part. But if you are somebody who was hesitant to get a Nord device because of the camera, because generally that's what the feedback has been to OnePlus, I think they definitely have improved in that section. Overall, the Nord 5 happens to be a very good smartphone for an everyday user. If you're looking into a smartphone that is very much 2025, gives you all sort of AI features, gives you a good camera and great performance, you can definitely look into it. And with that, the review comes to an end. I hope you found this video helpful. For more informative content, subscribe to ET Digital.